Alright, what's good? So, where have I been? The last time I posted was probably like a few months ago and that. Now, in those few months, mainly I've been pursuing TikTok fame. I got a motorbike and like, bro, low-key motorbikes, they're fun as fuck. And they get you a lot of traction on TikTok for some reason. Little shameless plug, go follow my TikTok, please. Anyways, down to the main meat of the video. My cycle review, like my results and all that. What have I achieved on this cycle? Now, on this cycle, at the start, I was 69 kilos. Now, this is me at my peak of my cycle. I was 80 kilos over here. Now, what happened was basically, like, I used testosterone, MK677, and I used Turinabol. I designed my cycle mainly just for, like, athletic strength, a little bit of muscle, and yeah, that was that. So what do I weigh in at right now? At the moment, I weigh in at 76 kilos. I encountered a lot of bloating, a lot of water retention, and I also encountered a lot of acne. The acne was probably the worst part, like, of the side effects whatsoever. Like, hair loss, there wasn't that much. Like, I was all good there. But it's just the acne, bro. Like, I'll put a video up here real quick. Alright, now that we're back from the video, I've got to lock in real quick, yeah? Just pop a Zinni Bellini. And on a side note, I have a little scheme, I have a little idea with the Zins, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna basically start chucking Zins in my foreskin, and then when I get a chick to give me head, she'll be tasting like the flavor of the Zin, and she'll also be getting that nicotine hit. So essentially, I'm gonna get a bitch addicted to sucking my dick by putting Zins in my foreskin. The logistics of this, I don't know how it's gonna pan out. But if it pans out, remember where you got this idea from. Anyways, now that we're back and locked in, how did I get to 76 kilos? We have here a little bit of clem. Now, because of the bloating and because of like the water retention, it was mainly because my estrogen was out of whack. It wasn't really that much from MK. It's mainly because of the estrogen. Because I didn't have my estrogen dialed in like I should have. But that was easily fixable with the cut. So I'll put a little bit of like a cut progression. So here's me at the start of like 3 days into my cut, roughly. These two pictures are from like a week into the cut. And this last picture, ba-boom. This is me on week 3 of the cut. Currently, we're off cycle, but these are the results that I've achieved. And like, if you look at the before, I'll put a little video here. And if you look at the after, there's a big difference. In this, I have a lot of fucking, you can see, my abs aren't visible. I look like bloated. I look like a fucking water buffalo. And this, I look chiseled. I look like the Indian Ziz, bro. I do not look like a water buffalo. As for the athletic gains, now you may be asking, what does someone like me do for a sport? My opinion on sports, if you're not doing anything that's a combat sport, you're basically gay. You're playing with balls, right? You're getting smacked in the face with balls. This is just gay. Stop doing other sports other than combat sports. What kind of adrenaline rush do you get from throwing or kicking a ball? It's nothing. You get fucking hit in the face, bang! Bro, that's when the adrenaline hits you, bro. You can't afford to be lazy. You have to be competitive. And if you don't, you get fucking smacked, bro. You get knocked to the ground. And you just there's a little possibility of fucking dying. As for like the gains on it, I'll put a picture up of my neck here. I mainly do jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. So as for the neck, you may be wondering, what benefits does that have? If you have a thicker neck, you don't get knocked out as easily and you're more choke resistant. So the way it works is the thicker the base of your neck, when someone hits you, you don't get knocked out. Or like you do get knocked out sometimes, but not as easily as you would with a skinny neck. And as for the punching strength, because Muay Thai is more of a striking art rather than a grappling, I'll put up a video here. Look at this. In this video, I nearly fucking broke the machine, bro. Are you seeing this? Bro, literally, like, few points off, I would have broke the machine. I would have broke the score, bro. That's an achievement in and of itself. As for my next cycle, what am I going to be doing with the rest of this YouTube channel? So we have testosterone here, we have MK, we have leftover turinabol, and we have Clen. On top of that, we're going to be chucking in a bit of Anadrol, and we're also going to be chucking in some Equipoise. As for the dosages and shit, I'm going to go crazy with this cycle. In this cycle, and if you're running your first cycle, don't run this cycle. You could possibly die. Let me just draw it up real quick here. Alright, so the way I'm going to be structuring this cycle, as you can see here, we've drawn it up finally, right? We're going to be running test at 400, EQ at 600, we're going to be running at MK at 30 mgs, turinabol at 40 mgs, and Anadrol at 50 to 100 mgs. And then at the very end, we're going to be running Clen at 40 mcg or whatever the fuck the actual thing is. Now, it's going to be a 16-week cycle. So throughout weeks 1 to 16, we're going to be doing test, EQ, and MK. Weeks 1 to 6, we're going to be on Anadrol, right? Around the week 2-ish mark, we're going to bump up the Anadrol dose to about 100 mgs. And then somewhere a few weeks after week 6, we're going to be jumping on turinabol, just for those lean dry gains. Then week 16 to 19, right? After week 16, last pin, popping off pretty much, right? Week 16 to 19, theoretically, I should be losing my gain. That's where the Clen comes in, because if we use Clen in week 16 to 19, I get rid of most of whatever water retention I've got. I get rid of most of like the fat or whatever that I've gotten from bulking in that. And then on top of that, we also preserve muscle mass. So that is a lot of benefit. So by the end of this cycle, I end up looking big as fuck, ripped as fuck, and I'm just gonna look fucking amazing. I'm gonna look freaky for the internet. As for this channel, where is it going to go? So I've realized recently that my little schemes, because during my personal time, I'm trying to get as rich as possible, as famous as possible, and I'm also just trying to get as jacked as possible. I've decided this channel, I'm just going to be documenting my little schemes on how I'm going to get rich. And then on top of that, we're also going to just be doing some just random fun content. It's still going to be mainly fitness based, like as you can see here, roids. Anyways, yeah, it's going to be mainly fitness based. We're also going to be putting in little schemes here and there. Now, my main scheme, after this is all done, I'm going to post before and after pictures online. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. I'm going to make content throughout the cycle on my Instagram and maybe on TikTok as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, oh, if you want to get this jacked, if you want to get this ripped, and if you want to have your dream body and your dream girlfriend, come buy my one-on-one coaching. Yes, I'm going to be pushing one-on-one personal coaching. Now, is this ethical? I don't know, right? Because you think about it. Some cunts are going to be looking at my before and after pictures, and they're going to be sitting there, they're going to be more experienced, and they're going to be like, yeah, this dude ran gear, right? But your average Joe, they're not going to know that I ran a bunch of steroids. They're not going to know that I ran a gram of steroids, like, throughout my cycle, and then that's how I got to where I am, right? Now, was this current physique that I have attainable naturally? Yeah, 100%. But here's the caveat, yeah? If I were to do this naturally, it probably would have taken me twice as long to achieve this physique naturally. Maybe even 3 times as long, right? But if I use steroids, fast track my progress, it is worth it. And besides that, steroids, they mainly have a lot of life benefits as well. Your quality of life increases, your productivity increases, and on top of that, you just get more jacked. What else could you want as like a dude? Right? So that's where I'm going with this channel, and that's what's gonna happen. Anyways, I'm gonna say bye. If you want to see more videos of me pinning in just the most random places ever, leave some comments, and like, yeah, because I have a bunch of videos of me pinning in like Bunnings, Macca's Playground, me pranking my housemate, like just a bunch of random shit related to me pinning. So if you do want to see more of that content, drop a comment and like let me know, because I do have those videos and I can post those videos, right? But if you want to keep seeing like this content and that, like me just trying to build up my overall life, just, yeah, keep watching, because it will happen. I will be a millionaire one day, and I'll just be sitting there laughing at all the people I used to work with. But anyways, that's it for the video. Like and subscribe. Alright, bye.